Today, I'm going fishing behind Walmart. After searching through Google Maps, I noticed something strange. Almost every single Walmart has a pond behind it. So that got me thinking, are these ponds secretly loaded with big fish, or are they just muddy ponds full of regret? I've locked in 3 different Walmart ponds for this challenge, and here's the twist. At each spot, I'm only allowed to fish one specific way. In pond number 1, bottom baits only. In pond number 2, live bait only. And in pond number 3, moving and topwater baits only. And our goal is to land a fish over 5 pounds.
Monster!
The mission is to prove that the most overlooked spots can hold the monsters. So will these Walmart ponds produce a fish of a lifetime, or will it be the dumbest idea I've ever had?
I never thought today would be the day that we're like, you know what? Today we're gonna be pond hopping Walmart ponds. I went on Google Maps the other day and I found 4 different Walmart locations that are near me, and they all have ponds/lakes behind them. So we're gonna be fishing 3 Walmart ponds today. In pond number 1, we're only gonna be fishing with bottom baits. In pond number 2, we're gonna be fishing with live bait. In pond number 3, we're gonna be fishing with moving baits or topwater baits. We get 2 hours per Walmart pond, and we're gonna see what category out of the bottom baits, live bait, and moving baits is gonna catch the biggest fish today. My goal is to catch at least a 5+ pounder, but leave a comment down below, which category do you guys think is gonna catch the biggest fish today? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get inside of Walmart, pick out our 3 bottom baits, get behind the store, and catch some big fish, baby. Let's get it. So I've been going to this Walmart for years, and they actually moved the whole fishing section. This was like the whole automotive section, and it had like a bunch of stuff for like washing your cars and car wash stuff. But I guess they changed it to the whole fishing section, and it almost looks a lot better than what they had before.
Before we get deeper into this video, only 27% of y'all watching these videos are actually subscribed. So if you could, take the time, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. I'd appreciate it.
So like I said, each Walmart we're picking out 3 baits. It doesn't matter the price, we just can pick out 3 items. So with that being said, we need to be looking here at the soft plastics. And we got a good bit of options, man. We got some Senkos here, a bunch of different Senkos lined up. We have some curly tail worms, which I feel like always catch fish right down here. This is the most organized I've ever seen Walmart. I've actually never seen these Ozark trail baits too. Look at these Senkos, man. Pretty slick looking Senkos. And that's like the Walmart brand. I've never seen that they've had soft plastics. I wonder if that's something new. Look at that, they got like little crawls. That'd be like perfect on a little Ned style bait. They got some swim baits down here, even though it's only what? Oh, that's a 5-pack. Thought it was like a 3-pack. But with this only picking out 3 baits, I kind of want to get a variety and get a couple different options. So let's go ahead and start and see. Oh no, dude. There's no way they don't have my favorite bait. My favorite Walmart bait of all time, they just don't have. They have everything, dude. They got a whole massive aisle of fishing stuff, and they don't have my favorite bait. So I feel like every single time I do a Walmart challenge, like one bait I always grab is a speed crawl. And I think I found them. There's no way. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so you got your worm. They're actually behind this thing. This is the bait that I feel like I always be buying at Walmart. It's just a green pumpkin speed crawl, pretty basic and simple, and it just tends to catch really good fish. I mean, that's always like one of my go-tos at Walmart. So we're gonna go ahead and set that down. That is bait number 1. Before our second bait, I think we're gonna go with these like culprit little curly tail worms, and these are in June bug. The one thing that I'm like kind of regretting is I wish we walked out to the pond, because I don't know the water clarity. So we're going with a June bug. This tends to work better in dirty water than clear water. Our crawl, we went with quite the opposite, with like a green pumpkin, which I feel like is one of the most universal colors. But screw it, man, we're gonna lock it in. That is our second bait of choice, and we need one final bait. And I just feel like the best option for this, guys, I mean, I feel like you can't go wrong. And if we're fishing bottom baits, we just have to get it. So I think I'm gonna get the Strike King Shimmy Stick. And this is in green pumpkin. Pretty clean, natural color. I mean, you can't go wrong with green pumpkin. And that is gonna be our 3 baits. So we got the Senko, we got the crawl, and then we have the June bug curly tail worms. Without further ado, let's go ahead and go check out, get behind the pond, and let's land a freaking giant today. It would just be insane. I hope we can land. Honestly, I know our goal is 5 pounds, but dude, if we could land an 8+ pounder, I would absolutely flip, man. Let's go ahead and check out. We are ready for liftoff. Got our whole Walmart bag of goodies, and This is the pond right here. This is kind of where it starts. As you guys can tell, a ton of grass. But I believe if we continue to walk further, that it opens up and it's a bunch of clear water. I want to say, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I really didn't expect to have to walk this far. I didn't realize how big this body of water actually is. But it goes like way down here, and then it takes a right turn and goes even further. This is where we're gonna set up camp. I don't know if you guys can see, there's like slight boils in the water right there. And there's a good bit of open territory that I think we can throw our bait and maybe catch a fish. We did just see a bluegill like 10 foot away from that little hole. So let's go ahead and get rigged up and see if we can catch one. First things first, we need to set a 2-hour timer, and that starts right now. Okay, well, we are good to go, good to rig up. I got my Kicking Their Bass TV X-Lose combo. If you guys want to check them out, only available on kickingtheirbass.com. They'll be linked down below. And then I also have my Kicking Their Bass premium toolkit. This is the gray with the regular snippers. If you guys want to check them out, kickingtheirbass.com. These are the best tools on the market, baby. I'm super excited to release this project. And if you guys want some really good pliers and scissors, these are the best ones you can buy. All right, so let's get started. First things first, we need to rig up a pretty standard Texas rig. I got some hooks and weights as well, just so we can have some good new packs of hooks and weights. But I'm gonna start off with a 3/0 extra wide gap hook, pretty basic. And then we're gonna get us one of these 3/16 ounce bullet weights. We're gonna tie this on our rise, huh? And I think out of our 3 bait options that I wanna start with, I want to get our little green pumpkin speed crawl. Well, there we go. That's what we're going to start off with. Little speed crawl on the Texas rig, pretty basic. Got our pliers we're going to keep in our pocket just in case we need them. And look at this little tiny puddle. All right, let's get after this. Dude, there's got to be some fish in here. Like right in this little section, it just looks way too good. I've seen some boils. Right there on that like little ramp. Just looks so good. Oh my God, I got one. There we go. Oh, boys. Don't start like that. No, that's just rude. How could you do that to me, fishy? Throw him back in. Screw it. Oh my God, right on the lily pad. My accuracy is ridiculous right now. Oh my gosh. Dude, I had a boil behind him when I was... Okay, what is going on? Okay, this is not the most ideal way to start a challenge or start a video in general, but guess what? We don't need to get frustrated. Just need to calm ourselves down, be patient. Look at that, you can actually see where the teeth marks were from that fish. He had that bait, I didn't stick him good enough. Right there, that's the cast we want. All right, let's keep moving. We don't need to get caught up on anything today. Just gotta keep on trucking along. Look at that boil right there. Look at this boils right there. Multiple boils. See, that's what we gotta pay attention to. Always pay attention to those little movements and surroundings, man, because that can get you a big fish. Right place, right time is the name of it. And I'm starting to think we might need to switch baits. We still have our big curly tail worm, and we also have our Senko. We might need to put one of those on. I hope we're not getting many bites because there's a lot of big fish in here. Like, I hope when we get a bite, it's just an absolute donkey. Try not to get too discouraged. We spent a lot of time fishing already. I mean, we started off so hot with that bite, just couldn't land the fish. I'm feeling the big worm. The big squirm worm. Old June bug curly tail, baby. It's actually a really small curly tail, dude. I thought it was bigger than that. Maybe this thing is gonna get munched. Maybe that's what we've been missing the whole time. It's like, okay, we just need to switch up, throw something different. Maybe they just don't want to crawl. Just feel like I'm fishing a long lost sea, man. I mean, we start off with a bite so quick. We get out here to this open water and it just has not been the move. I mean, I see a lot of activity, but a lot of it's from like turtles and maybe carp and gar. I haven't really seen too much bass activity. There's a duck out there. I mean, it just looks way too good to not, you know, hold some big fish. Come on, bro. Dude, what are the chances? Now, it sucks that we lost that fish. That was our first bite on the big worm. And we know it's possible to catch fish in here. All right, we went back to our original little spot where we had our first bite. I'm telling you, this is probably our best bet. I've seen more activity in this little tiny... Came off. That's a tiny fish. He didn't have it all the way. You know what we might do? As much as I think we can catch one on this worm, I think we just need to downsize back to that crawl. Oh, oh. I got him. Get up here. Get up here, baby. Let's go, son. He came off too. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right. Oh, calm down, Bubba. Calm down, Bubba. Maybe I need to calm down, son, but guess what? We got a fish, baby. Let's go. Dude, I am so freaking lightheaded. I feel like I was about to pass out. Oh, man, that is so rewarding. Not a big fish by any means, but that is our first fish of the Walmart challenge and our first fish of the bottom bait section of our video. What a pretty bass, man. Not a big one, but hey, that is just a blessing, man. After missing 3 or 4 fish, I was starting to get a little discouraged, but this is why you never give up in fishing and you keep on casting. But without further ado, I don't want to throw him on the edge of the water. I'm just going to give him a good toss. There he goes. Well, that is Walmart 1 and bottom bait round complete. It was not the best round, guys. I'm super dehydrated, pretty tired, but I am just ready to get after round number 2, which is going to be live bait. We have about a 40-minute drive to this next Walmart. So let's go ahead and walk back to our car and get this thing started, man. All right, boys and girls, we just pulled up to Walmart number 2. We need to go inside, and this is the live bait section. So we need to pick out 3 different live baits. I don't even know if they have that many, but we're gonna go in here and at least find out. So when it comes to live bait at Walmart, I feel like the one option that's always there, at least it's usually always there, is live worms. But as far as like other options, I don't really know what they're gonna have. So the question I have for y'all is, technically they only have live worms, but I feel like there's also some like dead bait that was once live that I feel like we can technically consider live bait. I feel like usually in this little can section, they have like crickets and stuff. Like that is 100% artificial. I don't even know what that is, but I feel like they usually have like dead crickets or any type of dead bait. Let's see. They also have some like cut squid. They have cigar minnows. They also have some premium squid strips. Some baby shad that have like some nasty red gross stuff on them. And then they also have some of these baby shad here. Dude, I mean, look at all the different dead bait options. They have these that are kind of yellow. They have some more shiners. These shiners actually look really good. Look at these right here. Those might look better than our other ones. So for our quote unquote dead bait / live bait options, I think I want to go with these like emerald shiners. I don't know if these are actually going to catch fish, and I've never fished with them, but we're going to try them today. And then we also have our shad option. These are like whole shad baits. But yeah, I wish they had them live. I mean, that would be honestly the end all beat all, but at least they have worms. But these are going to be 2 of our options. Let's go ahead and look at the night crawlers. So these are the night crawlers I feel like I usually get. These are like the Bill Dance live red worms, and they're usually pretty good. But recently, over the last few trips, I've actually bought these. So the thing is, when you're dealing with the live worms, I always like to check them and make sure they're good and lively. Yeah, like look at that. I feel like sometimes I buy some of these packs and there would be like no worms in there, but these guys are good. Look at that. Oh, squirmily wormilies, boy. All right, well, these are gonna be our 3 live bait options. We got the wigglers there, little wigglers. We got the emerald shiners, live bait, dead bait. You guys know what I mean, man. That's all that we can get. And then we have the whole shad. So those are gonna be our 3 options. But the one thing that we really need is some hooks, weights, and maybe even bobbers. So I wanna go ahead and grab that real quick. We'll check out, and then we'll go on a long hike to the back of the store. All right, boys and girls, got my kicking their bass spinning combo and my bait caster. Got our bag of goodies, our camera. And we're walking out to pond number 2 at Walmart number 2. I don't know what to expect here. This is actually my first time I laid eyes on this pond. So hopefully it's a little better than the first one. Need to check my back too. I know that sounds a little ridiculous, but it's a little sketch out here, I'm not gonna lie. If there's a good way of describing this pond, I would say it's a junk pond. There's a bunch of trash, man. Like, there's just a lot of nasty stuff that you don't want to see in water. Oh, there's a gator and there's a shoe. Okay, it's getting creepier as we keep on going. Just gotta be aware, that's it. Well, there's a turtle. So we've seen a turtle, we've seen a gator, we've seen a shoe, we've seen a blanket, we've seen frogs. We have not seen fish, but there's got to be something in here. Well, we have our bag of goodies. Then we have our 2 rods. I brought a spinning rod out with me as well, just because, I mean, it's going to be a lot easier to fish that live bait on a spinning rod. The main reason I brought out my bait caster is because I feel like if we catch a bluegill, we could actually rig it up on the bait caster and try to catch a really big bass. But on the spinning rod, I actually already have a drop shot hooked up. So instead of just cutting this off, I think we should try one of the dead stinky baits. Oh yeah, that right there, son. That's gonna be the filet mignon to these fish right now. There we go, 2 hours on the clock. Oh, it's gonna be a long 2 hours. All right, little smell test. Oh, that's not good. I could boof. I literally just ate lunch and I could boof. It smells like formaldehyde. If you guys know what formaldehyde smells like, yep, I haven't smelled that in a very long time. All right, well, there we go. We got our formaldehyde dead bait on a little drop shot. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch a fish, dude. It would be sick if we can just catch one pretty quick. I'm gonna drop this thing down just right here. As weird as this sounds, it's like I would never think to buy dead bait. Like if I was gonna use something like this, I would definitely just use live bait. But to be fair, it really doesn't look bad in the water. Like, I could totally see a fish eating this. And there's one thing I'm noticing in this water that's honestly not a good sign at all. I don't know if you guys see that. It looks like some oil of some sort in the water, which is not good. I don't even know how there's living creatures in here. It's pretty nasty. I was gonna say, we'll make a truce to ourselves that I'd say in an hour, if this is just not panning out, we'll probably go to Walmart number 3 and we can put an hour on the clock with the live bait. This place is kind of freaking me out, to be honest with you. I'm starting to get a weird feeling that Walmart ponds are not the move. But hey, we haven't got out of the pond number 3 yet. Pond number 3 is gonna be gas. I just have a weird feeling. All right, I think I'm done with our little stale minnow. Ugh, yeah, I'm done with that one. It's time for us to rig up something a little more promising. Okay, I don't know what I just touched. I thought that was a pair of snippers. That is not a pair of snippers. So I didn't show you guys the terminal tackle that I actually picked up in Walmart. I got a couple regular size bobbers. These are gonna be for if we get a bluegill and we wanna put it on the hook for a bass. I feel like these are like perfect size for that. We also got some smaller bobbers. Those are for the bluegill. And then we got 2 different types of smaller hooks for the bluegill. Usually I use more of a long shank, but I feel like they never have the size that I need. And one thing I realized that I forgot, which we don't need, it's not like a necessity, but we did forget like split shots, which I wish we had. Boom, just like that, bobber, mini hook. Usually I put a split shot in the middle. But now we get to use our good, juicy, tender night crawlers, man. Man, I never thought I'd be so excited to fish with these, but they're just calling my name right now. And there we go. That is a simple bluegill rig. And we can catch bass on this too. Don't let that fool you. I mean, a bass would easily eat this. Now, if we don't have bites on this, I'm a little concerned. So one thing I will say is, oh, there's baby minnows, man. They're actually eating my worm. Little tiny minnows. So there is some sort of life in here. Is there any game fish, bluegill, or bass? I don't know. Oh, dude, we're getting a bite. Something's playing with it. It could be those little minnows again. Oh yeah. What are those, dude? I think it's just like little tiny minnows. Dude, they are shredding this worm alive too. Dude, it's getting hit again, but I'm pretty sure it's the same minnows. Oh boys, I'm not feeling this at all. All right, I think we're gonna take a walk here, a little bit more in the woods. We do have this natural creek right next to us, and I feel like there should be some sort of activity, some sort of wildlife in that creek. I mean, this pond definitely has fish, like it has little shiners, but it's not looking very promising for what we're doing. So I'd say we give this another stench effort to see if we can catch a fish in this canal. And if we can't do it here, then I'd say we just head to the third Walmart and we can at least try our live bait there. Oh yeah, dude, this creek actually looks amazing. Wow. Wow, that looks really good. I wonder all the types of species in here, because I know there's a lot. Oh, dude, it looks like something's grabbing me. Looks like some more baby minnows. Same thing. Well, guys, it's been 40 minutes. I've cast around a good bit with this worm. We used our little tiny shiner and nothing. The only thing that we've gotten was tiny minnows to actually bite this thing. So that being said, I want to tell myself that there's just not bass and bluegill in here. I just feel like it's little tiny shiners, which is not what we're after today. I don't really want to waste y'all's time, nor do I want to waste my time. And secondly, it's kind of freaky out here. It's a little sketchy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get all our tackle, head back to the car, and we're gonna go to Walmart number 3. We'll put an hour on the clock with our live bait to try to catch some fish there, and then we'll still finish out the moving bait topwater section. But this pond is just not it, man. Oh boys, I think we just cooked. We just cooked right now. And I want you guys to look at how freaking juicy this place looks. I mean, look at this, guys. A bunch of good looking grass, some trees up on the bank. It goes way down there. I don't know how far and how deep we can really get into this, but holy cow, is this an upgrade from the first 2 ponds that we fished. You know, I was starting to think that fishing Walmart ponds was completely a fail until I walked up here. I've been waiting on this all day, and it's also super nice outside, super sunny. It's been cloudy all day, and I just feel like the weather and everything's gotten better. Well, all right, boys, got a bob, got a squiggly wiggly. Let's see if we can knock out this live bait section. Oh man, I just want to get on to the moving baits. And of course the conditions changed. I mean, I feel like this would have been perfect for the bottom baits, but shoot. I guess we're gonna see if we can catch some on a live worm in here. It just looks too prime. What I would do to have a kayak. Oh, there's something just popped right next to my freaking worm. I will say the only problem with this fishing spot versus the other ones that we've been to is it's kind of hard to navigate. I mean, shit. All of them have been hard to navigate, but this one is just more of like, there's water right here in the grass, so I can't like walk all the way up. And there's a lot of grass on the bank, so it's one of those things that's like, it's kind of hard to get my bait out there. But I feel like we have a lot of exploring to do at this pond. I mean, it goes super deep. We can walk way far in the woods and maybe find some cool little crevices. I can kind of get closer to the bank right here. Dude, this spot looks really good. Oh, look at that. That's 100% a bass. Oh, dude, I feel good about this. I want to catch one of these bluegill and actually put it on my rod. Dude, there's another big boil out there. Do you guys see that? There's got to be some monsters that live in here. A hard time believing I just can't catch a fish on a dangling live worm. I mean, there's not one bluegill that just wants to... I mean, it's a fresh, active, juicy Walmart night crawler, baby. I mean, I'm seeing like a lot of activity by this grass. This is really making me wish I had my actual artificial baits right now. Like, I'm starting to lose my mind. Okay, there's got to be better access. So I didn't realize at first how big this pond actually is. So where we just started out was like right next to the Walmart. It was right on the edge. And I looked on the maps and it just like kept going. So I hopped in my truck and drove around the corner, and I just pulled up on this little canal stretch, and it has these huge pipes here. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to stop here and make a cast. So If you go that way throughout this pond is where we were sitting before, back on that corner. But this pond's more of a freaking lake, dude. It's actually massive. So hopefully we can have some luck next to this culvert pipes. I'm gonna actually take my bobber, move it up the line a little bit. Because bluegill can be hard sometimes. You know, you either find a spot where they're just like a ton of them, or it's kind of difficult. All right, here's the other pipes, the side of the pipes. Maybe this spot's better. Give me a nibble. Like, can I actually like experience something? Guys, I'm starting to lose hope in this whole live bait deal. I'm really trying not to. I'm trying to keep my confidence high. I'm trying to be patient. But boy, has this been a freaking grind. And I feel like I just can't get a bite. You would think a live worm would be really easy to get a bite on. Oh, boys. Well, that's the live bait section. What a freaking grind that was. I'm so glad to be done with that. If there's any positive takeaways out of this second live bait fishing round, is that the pond that we're about to be fishing with the topwater and moving baits is pretty dang juicy. Not only that, is it's super big. With that being said, we have a lot of water to cover. We can travel around and fish pretty much the whole length of the pond, or lake, or river. I don't even know what this is, or creek. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to Walmart. We need to pick out 3 moving baits or topwater baits and get to catching the big fish. Here it is, to the final round number 3 at Walmart number 3. We have got our butts kicked today. In round 3, we cannot. I've been waiting all day for this opportunity. We get topwater and moving baits, and we get a really juicy location. I know it didn't work out with the live bait with the short amount of time that we had, but I feel like we're gonna make it happen here. Instead of going into Walmart and wasting my time, I actually just walked right over there by myself. I didn't even take you guys because, listen, I mean business. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to use the remaining hours of the day trying to catch a fish. So let's show you guys the 3 baits that I got. For moving bait number 1, it's the topwater, baby. Got us an old Strike King topwater frog, okay? And I cooked with these last 2. For bait number 2, we got an old chatterdonk. You guys already know, man, I had to pick out a chatterdonk for right now. And then for bait number 3, I actually got just a regular white super fluke. You guys know that is the bait, one of the best baits of all time. And I can actually pair it on the back of my chatterdonk. So those are our 3 baits. Those are the 3 options that we have to catch a fish. And I think I'm gonna start off with the old chatterbait, put the fluke on the back of it, and start casting. Just like that, boys. That thing's looking hot. Throw our pliers in our pocket, and we are ready to ride. I kind of want to start right here in the spot that we threw that worm at earlier. We saw a couple blow-ups, and there's like a lot of activity on this side of the lake. What's crazy is like now the sun is out, and I would say like bottom baits. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's no way. I just got hung up on my first cast on a $10 chatterbait, and I broke it off. You know, my day is just going so well today, guys. You know, just going so well. I didn't even get to reel it. I didn't even reel that bait one time. Just a random tree under the water, you know, just snapped it off just like that. I actually ruined a lot of my line too. It's so frayed. Oh my gosh, man, what do we do? I feel like we got to go buy another one. I was just in there, but I feel like I just have to go buy another one. There's nothing like some of these videos just wanting to waste my time, man. Holy cow. Well, I guess we're gonna run back in the store and buy another one. Good thing that this isn't a challenge to where I have a specific budget, because I would be screwed. I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's go back in the store and get us another chatterbait, man. All right, we bought 2 of them. We're not doing this again, bro. For here on out, we're kicking butt, okay? We're about to kick some bass right now. We're gonna catch a freaking giant today. I feel like all the cards are aligning for us to have just something insane happen. Alligators may live here. I totally believe that. Walmart ponds don't suck. Walmart ponds don't suck. Walmart ponds don't suck. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna catch a big one. All right. this rod and this rod. We're rigging up two, we have to. All right, so on the second rod, we're gonna rig up this other fluke. So I'm gonna put the fluke on here, and then here in a little bit, I'm gonna tie up that frog. And some of these little spots on this lake look really good. Like some super little shallow creek areas. I just feel like there could be a monster lurking. But I will say, out of the 3 baits that we selected, I feel really good about them. These are all super big confidence baits of mine. This fluke we can actually slow down if they're gonna be a little slower. I feel like throwing this in front of some of those pipes that we hit would be money. I feel like this is just a better, slower approach, especially with the sun coming out right now. All right, we gotta try this chatterbait before we leave the spot. Chatter donkey, give me a donkey. All right, we need to walk down this creek real quick. Oh my gosh. No way, dude. We gotta throw it back in there. Dude, that had my heart freaking pumping. This is exactly where I was gonna come and throw the frog, but I'm like, you know what? I can work the fluke on top. He hammered that thing. He just didn't eat it all the way. Well, boys and girls, we're back at Walmart Pond number 1. We're gonna be using our moving baits, but the one thing I do know, pond number 1 100% has fish. Pond 2 definitely doesn't have anything. Pond 3 is still a question that I never got an answer to. But I wanted to stay true to myself and continue fishing Walmart ponds. This has been an absolute grind for us today. And I just had a weird feeling to come back here. I was like, man, there's fish in here. We didn't get to try moving baits earlier. And we just might get lucky and catch some absolute freaks. Oh, I just casted that into freaking Antarctica. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that one back. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, I had something running with me. It was just sitting there. I got him again. He came off. No. Oh my gosh, I got him. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on. Stay put. Baby, that is not a big one, man, but that is a freaking fish. Oh my gosh, guys, holy cow. It's crazy how a little bass like this, when you're having a tough day, it just make everything better, man. Not a big one by any means, but I feel like we're getting closer to that big bite. We got a little bit more fishing remaining, and dude, that feels great. The fact that I ripped it out of the grass like that, thinking I was gonna get broken off, the bait landed, I saw it running, man. Then I hooked at nothing there. I'm like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden it started doing it again. I might need to pick up the fluke and throw it out there. There could be a stack of fish. We should have just stayed at this Walmart pond all day. I decided to make it difficult on myself. I more wanted to have a journey with y'all. And to be fair, the journey was a very wild one. But hey, it's all coming together here at the end. I just truly don't understand why these fish like eat everything so weird. I feel like all the bites we've had today have just been like awkward bites. I mean, I don't even know how else to describe it. This tree line was looking so good earlier. Wherever that tree kind of hangs over that grass. We just haven't had a bite out here in this open water at all this whole time. I just don't know why. I mean, the other areas definitely look more prime, but it's not even like I'm getting a ton of bites there. I was hoping to find a spot today that we could just, dude, oh my, monster. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on, baby. Oh my gosh. Get your big butt in here. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go. That's why you never give up, baby. Come on. They're in here, son. They're freaking in here, baby. Let's go. Look at that fish. Oh my gosh. We have been waiting all day for that bite. And it just happened. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I threw right on top of his head. I threw in there, I saw a boil about 5 foot to the left, and that is where that big boy is, man. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful bass. Look at that fish right there. Oh man. Well, that answers one question. Do Walmart ponds have big fish? Yes, they do. Has this been the most enjoyable experience? No. But holy cow, this makes it all worth it. Let's go, baby. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, dude. You have no idea how much this means to me, dude. Just catching this one fish. What a day. All right, we're gonna give you a toss, buddy. Ugh, I hate to throw him that far, but just got, dude, I forgot to weigh him too. I didn't even think about that. I'm so like shocked in the moment. What a freaking day. The big question is it worth fishing Walmart ponds? My honest answer is no. When I caught that big fish today, it really made everything worth it. But the amount of hassle of driving between Walmart and Walmart, even going to different states to try to get this done, to only catch 3 fish, was pretty painful. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and I will catch y'all in the next one.